So Andrew Yang thinks he knows why Donald Trump is bound to lose.
The real question here at this point is around the integrity of the election, whether we're going to have results November 3rd, whether people trust that the vote has been counted in a way that's timely and accurate. But I believe if votes are counted, Trump's going to be on his way out. And really, to me, the question is the margin of victory for Joe and Kamala, whether it's a landslide or a narrow win. But they're on track to win, and Trump is on track to be a one-term president.
Van, are you that confident?
No, I'm scared. I'm not confident.
I understand, man. It's scary, but the math is looking good.
Hey, listen, I will leave the math to you, brother. I'm going to tell you I am terrified because usually Democrats have good numbers in the summertime. And we started saying how great everything's going to be. And then after Labor Day, they start whooping up on us. I remember in '88, Dukakis was doing so well, he stopped campaigning. And so I'm scared.
All right.
Dan, here's a number for you that I think might make you feel better. 72% of Americans think this is the worst time they've ever experienced. That's a terrible climate for an incumbent. It's one reason why I think Trump is on track to lose.
So that number, 72% of Americans are saying right now in the world they are experiencing their worst times. And Andrew Yang sees that as a predictor for a rejection of Trump. He said it's really bad for an incumbent to be surrounded by all this doom and gloom. And seeing this and hearing Yang talk about those numbers actually reminded me of a couple posts I saw earlier in the week. Right here, you can see 1 in 4 young people are reporting suicidal thoughts. Here's how to help. So, in a survey of around like 5,000 people, I think, suicidal ideation is up amongst young people since last year, with as many as 1 of 4 people ages 18 through 24 having seriously considered suicide in the 30 days preceding the survey. And this actually lines up with other data I saw. I know I can't open this article because I refuse to give Washington Post any money, but a third of Americans now show signs of clinical anxiety or depression. That's coming from the Census Bureau's Household Pulse survey. So it's pretty trustworthy data. So yeah, we have a mental health crisis in our country right now that's, bigger than ever before. It was already huge. And now with quarantining, now with worrying about a pandemic and economic health, it's getting all that worse. And it's hard to even imagine a future of prosperity, of having a good life with your family, with this automation wave hanging over our heads, with impending climate doom hanging over our heads, with the realization that our government is always going to be corporate and we could never break that without a huge mass movement, which could never happen in such a content society. There's so many things to be so, indifferent about in this moment. So yeah, do you think Andrew Yang is on the right track? Do you think that data will predict a Trump loss? And do you agree with that sentiment? Is right now in American history and your place in that the worst experience you have ever had living? That makes sense, sort of how I worded that. You know what I mean.